You won't believe what happened 3 nights ago. It's been chaos since then, moving, calling, trying not to think about the horror that unfolded. But I need to tell this story. My name's Riley. I'm a night watchman, but this is no ordinary story. My bandmate Mule and I took a job at a nickel refinery. It was routine, just like any other night until Wednesday. We were halfway through our shift, Mule outside in the parking lot while I walked the catwalk above raw nickel. It was just another game of guessing songs until I heard something, a hiss that wasn't quite right. Mule, something weird's here. I radioed. He was casual, but I felt it chill. Down below, a rock had split, oozing gray slime. I called Mule over, and when he arrived, even he turned pale. We followed the trail, splitting up to cover more ground. Minutes passed like hours until Mule's voice shattered the silence. Oh shit. Wait. A. Static followed his scream. I raced to him, my heart pounding. Instead of Mule, all I found was a nightmare, a black, shiny creature with too many legs, feeding on nickel. It was horrifically fast, melting everything in its path. With a dead radio, I ran. The security office was my target. I found Ted's remains on the way, just bones and a cracked radio. I called for help, but it was useless. My colleagues were already being devoured. I made it to the office, barricaded myself inside, and waited. Hours later, Leonard, another watchman, stumbled in, terror written all over his face. We were the last ones. At dawn, we saw it leave into the world, dragging a leg behind. It wasn't alone. The company buried the truth. A machine accident, they said. They paid us to stay silent. But I can't. Not when those things are out there. Be careful, because they're breeding. And they're hungry.